So there's definitely, I think, in society there's a stigma when it comes to counseling and therapy, having a counselor, going to see a therapist, going to see a psychiatrist, psychologist. It's where I think in general, a lot of people see, and I'm guilty of this myself, or at least I was, they see therapy as like there must be something really wrong with that person. They can't handle their own life, or they can't handle their own problems. They need to seek out help. And I just want to, I just want to talk about it because, you know, over the last maybe 3 or 4 years, I've seen it in a different light. I've seen a lot of different people go to counseling, and I've met with counselors and therapists, and it's not, you know, it's in no way a negative thing, or in no way reflects poorly on the person seeking therapy. In fact, it actually says a lot when someone like has enough insight, has enough, you know, self-awareness to say, hey, you know, I think it would benefit me to talk to someone about these things, you know. I don't know, I think it says a lot about a person. I mean, I think it's brave for one thing, because most people don't have the balls to say, hey, I can't handle this, or hey, this is hard for me. And that's the thing too, like, it's not necessarily that you have some huge problem. You know, I think people think of it that way. Like, if they find out that someone sees a counselor, or you've even heard it, like, people will say, man, that dude needs therapy, or like, man, that chick needs to get some help, right? It's like a negative connotation. And yeah, I've seen it help so many people, just to be able to talk to someone. And I think it's very beneficial to talk to someone that is not involved, like not your friend, but not your enemy either, non-judgmental, and they can give you like a true outside perspective, without so much, without taking it personal. And I think that's important, because, you know, your friends are always going to support you, tell you the good things, tell you that you're right about the things, whatever it is you're having a problem with. You know, you're saying, oh, this is whatever, some guy's complaining about his wife or something, right? And their friends are gonna be like, yeah, your wife's a bitch, dude, yeah, she really is. Or like, you know, if you talk to someone that has a vested interest, they're going to tell you things that benefit you or them, and they're gonna have a skewed opinion. So I think it is very beneficial to talk to someone that doesn't have a vested interest in you know, a certain outcome. They just want to listen to you, basically, and have you work through things on your own. I think it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It teaches you basically how to, you know, maybe handle some things that you were struggling with without help. Like, through seeking help, you learn to be more independent, and I think that's really important. So that's just something I wanted to talk about, because, like I said, I was guilty of it too. It's like, you hear that someone's in therapy, you're like, you wonder what's so wrong, what could be so wrong, like they must really have some serious problems. Like, no, sometimes people are just stressed, man, and, you know, they feel like they can't talk to their significant other about it, because, you know, they have their own opinions, they have their own interest, and they can't talk to their friends, or maybe they don't have any friends, you know, who knows. But either way, I think it's a good thing, people to go to therapy. It's not in any way a negative, or does it reflect poorly on the person that's going. Like I said, I think probably even it's more of a positive thing. It's more of like, man, this person's really able to take a look at themselves and say, hey, I struggle with this, and that's a hard thing to do. So anytime you hear about anyone needing therapy, or if you feel like you need therapy, don't think of it as like a negative thing. Don't think of it as something where you just can't handle your problems, like, you just don't have the right tools, man. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people weren't taught the necessary skills to deal with certain life events, or maybe they were taught to think in a way that was counterproductive to their life. I think counseling can really help with stuff like that. So anyway, that's all I had to say about it. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. Thanks for watching.